India foreign policy is nothing but, okay, before that, just wait. Policy. Whenever we are talking about the Indian foreign policies, Indian foreign policy is nothing but the main thing, that is the foreign policy. Each country have their own foreign policies. Each country have their own foreign policies. And why it is mandatory, why it is compulsory? Because after 1947, we want to make our country. They made of such foreign policy. They tried to make some foreign policies and directive policies, but it made it through Article 51. With the help of Article 51, they, which is in our constitution, they tried to build a one foreign policy, that is promote, first of all, whenever we are try to make, or whenever we try to decide to shape a one foreign policy, we should consider all this thing in the mind and then make a foreign policy. Promote, first of all, promote international peace and security. Whenever we are making a foreign policy, the international securities never be harmed. There should be an international peace and security in both the countries. Next is maintain a just and honorable relation between nations. Honorable means there should be such a discipline. There should be a discipline whenever we are making a relation with another foreign countries. There should be a maintain a good relationship, disciplinary relationship. Because in our country, we always says, Atiti Devo Bhava. Yes, guest is a god. And whenever we are making a friendly relationship with another country related to trade, so it should be a honorable relationship between nations. Next is foster respect for international law and reality obligations in the dealing of organized people with one another. There should be a certain laws and certain regulations whenever we are dealing with each other. For example, we are taken an example of trades, okay? Imports and export. Usually, what we are thinking that export should be a more. If export will be a more, we get a more and more foreign currency. So there should be, but export also did in a limited extent, because when we are doing an export, so our own domestic countries, our own citizen didn't get a good product, or they get a product. For example, we will take example of wheat, okay? Our India is in the second or third or fifth rank in the growing of wheat. Now we are exporting the wheat, but at a limited extent. Your exports should be in a limited extent. Why it is limited extent? Because when we are exporting wheat to the another country, all the wheat crops going in the another country, yes, usually we are getting lots of foreign currency. We are earning lots of foreign currency. But what about our own citizen? They are not getting a good crops, they are not getting a wheat. And if they are getting a wheat, so there should be an extra charges. There's the citizen, they need to pay a extra charges. So that's why the government has decided there should be certain rules and regulation when we are making a certain foreign policies. Next is encourage settlements of the international dispute by arbitrations. Now encourage settlements of international disputes. Now what happened? The settlements. Some of the peoples are there. They are going at a different places. So they get a knowledge how they are working. Usually in the Japan, okay, they are working literally hour to hour. And they are working on the technology sector. The Japan, if we are said about the Japan, so usually the first thing came in our mind, that is technology. The Japan technology is usually good as compared to us. They are good in technology market. So here, if we go in the outside, we get lots of knowledge about that countries and we make a friendly relation with that countries. Yes, usually we can find that the roads, okay, of the foreign policies. The first is friendly relation. Why? What is our aim and objective? Why we are deciding to shape our foreign policy? The first is friendly relation. There should be a friendly relation has been maintained. Yes, obviously, whenever, why the friendly relation is important? Because if we don't know any of our countries, any of the country, we didn't have a knowledge, we had no option to make our nation develop. And that's why we should first and main objective, that is friendly relationship. Friendly relationship is the most and important objective. Whenever we want to make any trade, we want to make any defense and securities of India. For example, now we have seen that our Prime Minister, okay, that is Narendra Modi. Shri Narendra Modi has doing a, yes, they are going surrounding nation to make a friendly relationship because of something, because of national securities. Yes, usually for nation securities, then for trade, for geographical boundaries. Now, next is defense. For defense, we usually try to make a good relationship because, for example, now next is protect the unity. Now, whenever we are talking about unity and integrity, as we all know, India is the good example of unity and integrity. India is an incredible country where we can find all the religious people who live together. Yes, we get take an example of our class only. There are the different peoples, different religions, but we all are friends. We're living in the unity. Yes. So protect this unity and integrity of the country. Foreign policy has been made. Next objective is protect the interest of the Indian citizen living in the other country. Now, when the people living in the other country, what is the main work? Protect the interest of the India citizen. Their interest. What is their interest? What is their nation interest? So all the work, all the responsibility is in the hand of Indian embassy. Indian embassy is taking the responsibility of all this thing related to the people who living in the another country. For example, related to visa, yes, related to passports. Next is to establish economic and commercial relation with the other country. Their main objective is to establish economic and commercial relationship with other country. How it is happened? By making some international blocks, and this help to achieve economic development. This help to achieve us to economic development. So we have find here the 5 objective up till now. The first objective, that is 5 objective of foreign policy. The first objective we can see friendly relationship. Okay, friendly relationship with neighboring countries. Ensure that the defense and security of India is not affected. Next is protect the unity and integrity of the country. Next is protect the interest of the Indian citizen living in the another country. Next is to establish economic and commercial relationship with other country. So these are the 5 objective of the 5 foreign policies. So up till now, I hope Indian foreign policy. Now, when we are talking about the review of Indian foreign policy, the first, there is a 2 stages, okay? First stage is of the independence, that is 1947 to 1990. And next stage is 1990 to till date. Till date means we can say up till now, that is 2021 and ongoing. So there is just 2 stages, that is independence to 1990 and second stage is 1990 to till date. Yes, that is present stage. Very good, Ashwin. Now, sorry. Now we talk about the first stage, that is the review of first stage of Indian foreign policy. But before this, we take our look of early phase, how the early phase of foreign policy. As we all know, the first prime minister, the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, they decided to shape the Indian foreign policy. He decided to make the Indian foreign policy. Why? To make our country developed, to make a progress in our country. Because at that time, because of British, lots of colonialism has been happened. Yes, all the colonies has been built, and they are totally opposed with the colonialism. And through Indian policy, he want to make our country a one country, a one nation, a one united nation. He decided to make a global peace and securities in our India through foreign policy. So he made a lots of efforts. He made a lots of efforts. Like first, he made efforts related to peace. The first influence, what they want, that is peace. Because at the time of 1947, usually in the history, in the second lesson, we have found that after 1947, the lots of internal challenges has been made. That is Operation Blue Star, Operation Black Star. Then lots of challenges like, yes, usually we can take an example of Naxalites. Yes, Kargil War, the best example. So these are the examples where we found the peace has been not made in our country. Yes, Cold War, Second World War. Directly or indirectly, we are included in this war. So totally what they want to make the peace in our country. And because of this, the foreign policy has been shaped. They make a lots of efforts on that foreign policy, lots of events, international events they attended. He attended lots of international events and developments, and without any pressure or without from any power, he made a central feature, their main intention, that we not pressure any public, we not make any pressure on anyone. All are equal here, and we get each and every people a equal priority. And it is our main duty to make a foreign policy, to make a good relationship with other countries. Next is the main and important threat from China and Pakistan. Usually, now also somewhere we get the example of Kargil war. Now, next is self-reliance. Okay, what is reliance, student? What is reliance? Dependent. We don't want to be dependent on one another. We want to be a self-dependent. We want to we want to be able to do a thing by ourselves. Today we have a lots of companies, lots of MNCs. We take an example of there is a one good example. Let me know from. So today we can see that we are self-reliant, we are independent, not independent, we are independent on ourselves. Now in the beginning, India decided to improve relationship with other countries, like in Asia. Okay, first of all, as we all know, India is come under the Asia continent. India come under Asia continent. So that's why he decided to make a good relationship with the country who come under Asia continent, like Pakistan are there, China is there, Japan is there, then sorry, then Nepal is there. So first of all, their main intention to make a good relationship with our own continent countries. Afterward, they'll make a lots of efforts, and slowly and gradually they are cooperating with each and others, and they are achieving development. But the concept of regional development later expand. Now they want to make a good relationship with another continent countries like Africa. Now they want to good relationship with Asia and African countries. And that's why they made like Asians. They make a such organized like Asians are there. Then EPIC is there. Then WTO is there. So all this international organization helped to build a good relationship between all this country, between all these countries. Okay, let me know from you, WTO in an intentions when they made a friendly relationship with another countries. The development has been happened slowly and gradually. They try to make a good relationship. They try to make a good relationship related to military also. So they made a relationship with America or the Russia, and somewhere now they are focusing on the military development, because military development is also one of the important aspect. For example, so they are focusing in the military development. Now slowly and gradually, what they try to make, they try to make a non-alignment policy. Now in the second lesson, now in the first lesson only, we talked about the non-alignment policy. What is non-alignment policies?